Hi there, welcome to Real Talk Radio with Mark and Nikki, where we take a look at what's going on in the entertainment world. We do some food reviews, which I like that, and of course we taste some stuff once in a while. I think we're going to do that a little bit today.
I typically do taste my food.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I don't. I eat too fast.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I do. I just wolf it down, and my wife's like, "Did you even taste that?"
Yeah, exactly.
I think my daughter's starting to eat fast now too. She's taking after her dad. It's awesome. So yeah, we do a little bit of taste testing once in a while, and then we share some funny stories and poke a little fun at what's going on in the social media world because it is a little bit crazy. We're going to start off today with a voice recap, and then we're going to look at some of the pros and cons of the new iPhone 11. I'm stoked. I'm trying to break my iPhone 10 so I can go get the 11.
That's exciting.
We'll get our taste test done after that, and then I want to look at, if we've got time, I'll look at Billie Eilish, and does she pass the parenting test? So we'll see how that goes. So what do you got?
All right. So The Voice. What did you think last night? That first woman that came out, I was like, oh man, she had the look. I was like, she's going to be the bomb. And I don't even know her name at this point. She was just kind of okay.
So Callie Wilson was a carryover from the previous one, right? Because she hadn't picked her coach yet.
Right. But
that's not the one you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about the first singer.
Okay.
I really honestly don't know her name.
Yeah, right.
But I was ready.
She's forgettable.
Yeah.
Unforgettable.
But usually when they open up the show, it's just like, oh, wow. But not for me last night.
No, not so much.
But it ended well. It ended very well. So who's the one person you remember last night? Just if you can just name one that came out.
So Johnny Sanchez, who did not get picked.
Okay.
There was a 0-chair turn on the poor guy. And I thought he actually sounded pretty good. I was expecting the chair to turn on him.
Okay. He was the 7 Spanish Angels?
Yes, okay. That's the one. So what about you? Who's the standout for you?
I don't know his name. I'm sorry, I don't. Dream a Little Dream of Me, the 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's Preston Howell.
Yeah. He was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved his voice. I could listen to that all day long. The twins, right?
Yeah.
Dane, formerly Dana, and Stephanie.
Okay.
I thought they harmonized excellently.
They
loved
did.
it. Absolutely loved it. Yep. And I love that they have that total acceptance, love, brotherly, sisterly love, or sisterly love.
Great relationship. Absolutely.
I love that. And I was like, man, so I totally put them on my team.
Was that a 4-chair turn? It was, wasn't it?
It was 4 chairs.
They were all fighting for that one.
Yep.
And who did they pick?
Kelly.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Team Kelly.
Team Kelly.
Well, that's what my notes say.
Yeah. Huh. Well, Preston picked. Who did Preston pick?
John Legend.
John Legend. Okay, cool. And then, another standout for me was Callie Wilson. Now, that was the holdover from last week. Yep. She was smart. She went with Blake. I like Blake Shelton. I don't know. He's a talker. He's a BSer, you know. I like that guy.
You mentioned on the last show, you're like, and he's kind of into himself a little bit. And I never really picked up on that. But last night I was like, you know what? Mark's right. Blake is kind of into himself.
So this is my theory. Say again?
He's cocky. He's like, yeah.
Well, see, I think that he's overcompensating. I think he's feeling a little bit insecure.
Oh, maybe.
Because John Legend, of course, won last time. And John Legend is that he's got that EGOT, right? Or now the VGOT, right?
Yes.
Which is all those different
it's like
awards.
A vegan, but different. Vegan.
Right? That's like a vegan that forgot.
Yes.
Oh, I was a vegan, but I forgot. That's called a VGOT.
There you go. I like it. Put it in the new dictionary.
Yeah, right? They just added like 590 words or something like that, right? This one could be one that they add. But anyway, so I think that he's overcompensating for a little bit of that because he's not normally like that. But this season he seemed to be talking a lot about himself.
Maybe he's missing Adam Levine.
Could be. Yeah, that's kind of his yang to his yin kind of a thing.
Something like that.
Right. Could be. But yeah, the chemistry is definitely different. And Kelly Clarkson, I mean, there's not really an off switch to her talking.
Right.
And she just kind of keeps going and going and going. And I think that's been throwing Blake off of his game a little bit too. Because he gets to kind of set the pace and he just does what his jokes, his style, it needs a little bit of time. You know what I mean? It's not a hurry up thing. I
like that.
Really?
And then last night when Gwen was like, I feel like a 19-year-old boy. Did you hear her say that?
Oh.
It was pretty funny. And then Blake's like, wait, what?
That was awkward.
I like that. That was awkward and funny at the same time. And
I don't know if it was that funny, really. I think it was a little overdone.
But then again,
What'd you think of the Blake got caught pushing the button that would interrupt Kelly?
Oh, all the time.
Isn't that funny?
He's like, and it would play music, right?
You could see him push it with his thumb, right? He just kind of like pushed the button and she's like trying to figure out what's going on. She probably figured it was the sound guys are messing up. She was wanting to fire somebody probably.
That's right.
And then he played the video on his phone showing Yeah, the playback, because she was like, I don't interrupt you that much, and it was like interrupt.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was funny.
That was cool. I like that. I think the interaction between the coaches is kind of what makes that even more fun. So, anyway, any other comments on the voice?
Nope, I added those too.
Did you pick your winner yet?
Well, Corey from last week. I think he's a possibility to win. And then last night's Howell. Preston Howell III. I really liked him.
Preston Howell III. What's that from? I reckon.
Thurston Howell.
Thurston Howell. Oh, that's Gilligan's Island.
Yes.
Yes. Wow, I feel old now.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so quick plug for our other podcasts that we do before we move on to the next segment. CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio. We film that a couple days a week, and that's a lot of fun. It's educational and entertaining as well. So if you're interested in learning about CBD and essential oils, that is a great place to pick that up. The podcast is heard by loyal listeners in over 30 countries. So if you're interested in learning how CBD and essential oils can benefit your family, be sure to tune in. You can get more information about this podcast at eotalkradio.com. When you get to the homepage there, you just pick what show you want to listen to or what you want more information about and go from there. So I want to talk a little bit about the iPhone 11. It is time. It's September. Well, now it's October, people. So it's time to upgrade your phones. And this one looks good. It really, I'm all about the camera. Really?
I'm going to laugh about this. I just got this back in May.
Yeah.
The 10.
Well, keep it for a while. You don't have to upgrade.
And I hate it. I hate change when it comes to computer. Computers are not my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm still just learning how to use this. So the thought of getting a new one, it's exhausting. And then people think they have to keep up with the Joneses. Like, oh my gosh, she got a new phone. I got to get a new phone. I don't like the whole new phone thing.
Well, it really doesn't go that deep for me. It's really just I want a little bit better, camera. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Buy a camera.
No, I like
a phone.
This one's on me 24/7. Well, it's not really 24/7. I don't. I actually
use your phone in the bathroom.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't sleep with it in the bedroom. Do you?
I do, because I have adult children who work late at night.
Okay.
So should they need me on their way home, I have it set for the ringer to go off.
They can call the police if they need somebody.
No, they need their mother.
I wonder if
I'm better than the police.
So I wonder if my attitude will change on that when Brooks.
It will, when she starts driving and all this stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. But anyway, so some of the pros and cons of the new iPhone 11 Pro. So first and foremost, Apple released it, right? It comes out about every year. It's getting some really good reviews. The upgrade actually worth the money. Not everybody agrees. Like Nikki doesn't necessarily agree just because she doesn't want to mess with it. She doesn't want to learn something new when it comes to the tech world.
Wow.
Well, I'm not overly
techy. Can you get that bus off of me? Thanks. Appreciate it.
And the knives out of your back. So I'm not really a techie guy. I like, productivity. No, I'm not techie just for the sake of techie. But if something is more productive or better, like in this case, the upgrade on the camera is brilliant to me. But I'm going to start with the cons. Some of the cons with the.
And then I'm going to tell you what I heard about it. So I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Okay. All right. Well, so some people are saying it should not be considered pro because it's lacking some of the key pro features, such as 120 hertz refresh rate, a USB-C port, which that's the new little skinny one.
Okay.
Reverse wireless charging is another thing that it's missing. So
I don't know what that means. Where you can sit it on something, you just like lay it down and be like, okay, I'm charging my phone.
Yeah, or you can charge somebody else's phone.
I do that right now. I just
that's
sit
that
it on
reverse
a little thingy and it charges by itself.
But reverse wireless charging is when you can charge somebody else
from your own phone.
Yeah.
So I could say, hey, Mark, can you put this up to your phone and I could charge it?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
Well, there we go. You actually like
that's
something.
really cool. Yeah. But does any phone even have that yet?
Well, the pro feature, I think on the iPad, I don't know where that pro feature's at, but.
I mean, I'd like it to cook dinner and clean the dishes, but I don't think it's going to work.
Maybe that'll be the iPhone 13. But
there you go. That'll only be $3,000.
So some of the other cons, 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is really not enough in this day and age. That's not a whole lot. So there's some complaints about it. It should have been probably doubled to 8. The same 64 gigabytes of storage at the base price for this phone is pretty sad, right? Because when you compare it to the Note 10 Plus, which comes with 256.
Is the Note 10 Plus a phone?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Other people besides iPhone make phones, or Apple, I mean.
So, I don't understand. What's a RAM?
Well, yeah, we're not going to get into that here, but so the Note 10, it comes with 256 gigabytes of faster storage at the same base price of approximately $1,100. That's what you're spending on the phone for 64 gigabytes for the Apple. So that's a complaint, but people who buy Apple, they buy Apple because it's Apple and
Apples are healthy for you.
Security. So I'll get to some of the pros here in a minute, but another of the cons is this lack of an always-on display, which is where it kind of dims itself a little bit, so you can kind of always see, but it's really not burning the battery as much, right? What you see on the iWatch 5 has that always-on display, which you need if it's your watch. You shouldn't have to be flicking your wrist all the time. You should be able to just see what's going on. But anyway, it's a low-power display that uses less battery, but allows you to see it anytime without having to tap the screen or press a button. So the camera upgrade. So this is definitely one of the pros, right? It has a higher quality display that's even brighter than the last one, which is super cool. The best. Oh, so these are features, right? It's not just all about the camera, right? Sorry, I got my notes messed up, but
got excited there.
So yeah, but there's definitely some camera stuff I'll talk about. But so higher quality display. It's even brighter than the last one. It's the best processor in any smartphone. Okay. Night mode feature.
Oh, night mode.
Yeah. So it takes it takes really good pictures in the dark.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. Top of the line security. That's one of the things, of course, I don't get viruses on my phone.
I haven't.
I just don't. But when I had the Android phone, yeah, I would get viruses and stuff.
I got the flu on it once, but I wiped it off.
Yeah. So top of the line security as well. So let me actually going to go back to this slide here. The wide angle, and they have ultra wide.
Oh, wow. Kind of like my stretch pants. I'm just kidding.
So the wide mode's really cool. Does awesome. It fits a lot more, of course, into the image. But the ultra wide, I mean, so you're taking selfies,
yeah,
right? And you know how you can kind of crop. I mean, you're cropping yourself off a little bit.
Your arm's only so long. But if you click the ultra wide, maybe you get more of your body in there.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, when you did that, you pull away from the mic. I couldn't hear you, but
well, glad you can complain about that. Thank you.
So anyway, that's the ultra wide, especially like for selfies. But I think there's something with the refresh rate on the side that I don't have it on my notes, but a frames per second, maybe that's the deal, that it's not the same on the selfie camera as opposed to the other side of the camera. Anyway,
the non-selfie.
Yeah. Anyway, so also what's really good about the camera is it's been upgraded from the front-facing camera, which is a 7 megapixel camera on our phone that we have, has been upgraded to 12.
Oh.
So that's a pretty big, as far as definition goes. It's a pretty big upgrade.
Nice.
Of course, it also allows for 4K, 60 frames per second selfie video as well, which everything's going to be going to 4K. It's just about clarity of the picture, the sharpness of the picture, and also great video stabilization. I saw an example of this. People walking with the phones and so forth while they're recording, so you don't get it quite so bumpy and choppy.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So another cool feature is the top of the line battery life that outperforms even the 10s Max. And of course, it finally comes with a fast charger in the box, so you don't have to go out there and spend the extra money to get one of those. So anyway,
I heard that some people didn't like the iPhone because it has 3 little cameras in the back. It has 3 little holes or something. 3
Why
lenses.
wouldn't they like that?
Because it reminds them of, I don't know, spiders. They don't like it. They were actually saying that they probably will not sell as many 11s as they did the 10s. That's a true story. I read it
because of
Facebook.
Because of the camera?
The way the camera looks. It has the 1, 2, 3 things here.
I think it looks cool.
That it was freaking people out. Some people, the people that have a certain phobia about certain visual stimulation, whatever it may be. It is true. I'll have to send it to you, or maybe I'll post it in the link. But yeah,
post it in the link.
I did see that. And
Put that on our
Chris
Facebook.
and I had a big conversation about it. I'm like, well, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
If you don't like the way it looks, it's not like you're staring at the camera.
Yeah.
He said, no, people, they're predicting it's not going to sell as many as the 10 did because of the third lens.
So I think one of the reasons, if it's not going to sell real well, because there's a lot of hype around the next iPhone. There's supposed to be something, I can't remember offhand what it is, but that the iPhone 11 supposed to, or the next one will have that. Well, if it's the 12, right? That will have, as opposed to the one that it didn't make it on the cut this time. But
that's weird.
They got to have something new every year. I don't know. The processor speed is amazing, but it's been increased. But I guess the bulk of that is going towards powering the camera and video and stuff. That's where that processor speed is going. But lots of cool stuff, of course, out there on the internet that we can learn on YouTube about these things. They're doing reviews. There's some great folks out there doing reviews, in-depth reviews, how it can stand up to water and all of that.
Oh, nice. So, Great. Especially if you take it to the bathroom. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't take my phone into the bathroom. Ever.
All right, but before we get to our next segment, I wanted to plug my absolute favorite drink in the whole world, the Ningxia Zing. This bad boy right here is what got me off of sodas and monster drinks. I like to have my carbonation, but I don't want to be poisoning my body. This stuff here is actually really good for your body. I mean, it has natural ingredients. It's got caffeine in it. You can argue whether caffeine is good for you or not, but if you want caffeine and carbonation, then this is a great replacement for all of that without poisoning your body. The Zing is infused with essential oils and tastes great on its own or when combined with some of your favorite essential oils. Like I put tangerine or orange in it and then a drop of lime, and it really kind of pops it a little bit. So anyway, if you want to learn more about this healthy alternative to sodas and energy drinks, text the word Zing, Z-Y-N-G, to 210-460-7704. That's 210-460-7704, and the word is Zing, Z-Y-N-G. You can find more information about that in the podcast details below. Are we going to do our taste test?
We are, because, I feel like killing you right now.
Wow, I hope it's good.
It's a soda.
Oh, it is?
And I know you got off of them, but hey.
Yeah. Well, I have to be careful with that because I can get a migraine if I drink.
I think it's a soda. Maybe it isn't.
What is it? Jolt from back in the day. Do you remember Jolt?
Blake Shelton? No. Blake Shelton, right? My favorite voice guy.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Every time he's drinking his cup, they're like, what do you got in there? And he always responds with sarsaparilla. I got sarsaparilla in there. So I was like,
does he really?
What is sarsaparilla? Like,
it's
what
not
is
vodka?
It? No. So I got it.
Sarsaparilla. Because I have no idea what it is.
There's an R in there. It's sarsaparilla. He says sas, but.
Is this for me?
That's for you.
Do you have a little thing to take the top off?
Just use your teeth.
No. In fact, I broke a tooth not too long ago. I had to go into the dentist.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. There you go.
I don't like breaking teeth. It's a $400 bill.
Nope, the other side. Okay. So I'm guessing that this is going to be, I was thinking cream soda and ginger ale.
It's got fennel in it.
Fennel? No, it smells like root beer.
Yeah. Well, that's what gives the root beer its fennel.
So it says carbonated water, pure cane sugar, natural and artificial flavors, of course.
Doesn't say fennel.
Acid, cancer. Yep, got it.
Natural and artificial phosphoric acid. That is it.
Yep. All right. Well, let's just try it.
Wow.
So, are you ready?
All right, but if I get a migraine,
this
it's your
is
fault.
Earp's original sarsaparilla.
Earp's.
And I'm
wild Earp.
After a hard day of gunfighting, nothing beats a real sarsaparilla.
Oh wow! They actually say that on the label.
Yes.
They can say gunfight.
Welcome to the south side of San Antonio.
After a hard day of gunfighting.
Oh, say it again.
Gunfighting.
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing beats a real
That's
sarsaparilla.
how you should talk at your next line dancing class.
Yeah, I should bring some sarsaparilla. I've never tasted this before.
I haven't either, but I've heard about it for 10, 20 years. So here we go. Here's our show.
Yes.
All right.
Here's to you folks out there that should be drinking sarsaparilla.
Yeah, there you go.
How many calories?
Who cares?
Okay, it's like
root beer. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Did you burp?
I did, excuse me.
It tastes a lot like root beer, but...
Wow, I just said that.
No, but...
But it's different.
Yeah, it's a little bit more syrupy than root beer. There's something a little bit different.
I don't know, but let's talk about it. So back in the day, early 1800s, sarsaparilla root, I'm going to say that's like a tropical flower.
Okay.
That's what a sarsaparilla is. It was used to treat all kinds of stuff like psoriasis, headaches, liver disease, cancer, and even syphilis. That's what it says. But the drink doesn't actually have any of that in there. It just mimics the flavor. So, what do you think?
I'm wondering if it ever had sarsaparilla in it.
Nope, the drink does not.
Like Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it.
Right, exactly. So in the beginning, yes, they would make this like a tincture.
Okay.
That's how they would give it. A sarsaparilla drink. You weren't like chewing on root. You had a tincture.
It's kind of like the food processes in America typically follow this route, right? Whoa, a little bit of, it does make you burp a little bit.
Pardon me.
But our bread used to be really good for you, and now it's not good for you. Right. It has nothing wholesome in it, right? It seems like most of our bread. Well, we've done that with sarsaparilla.
Perfect.
It used to be good for you and cure cancer and everything else, right?
There you go. And now it's just
snake oil, and now it's nothing, right?
There you go.
That's just upset your stomach, make you burp.
All right. So that wasn't bad.
No, that was awesome. That was a great taste test.
Yeah. And I got this at our local, it's called Cost World Market. They changed the name for $1.99 a pop. That's not bad. No. Literally a pop. You get it? Did you ever call it pop?
Pop. Oh, yes. Yeah, when we lived up in...
So when someone says, hey, I'd like a Coke, or hey, I'd like a pop.
Yeah, up in the Northeast, when we lived up there in New York, upstate New York, we learned to say pop and Mazda. Not Mazda.
Oh, a Mazda.
But a Mazda.
I'll see you later. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
That's
all
cool.
Right. So The Masked Singer, did you watch that last week? Because it comes on tonight, Wednesday nights. Did you watch it last week?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on it? Because you hadn't watched it last
season,
right?
I'd never seen it before. And remember I was telling you that I think they're lip syncing up there, right? Because how I've seen them, they hold the mic, right? And the mic's too far away from their body to maintain that consistent sound because I see them pull away from it. But if they have a mic that's inside, that could do it. But when they take their mask off, when they got revealed, they didn't have the mic thing there.
Maybe it's inside the actual.
It could be, but I really think that they're lip syncing.
Yeah, I don't. So far this season, out of the people I saw up there, I think the ladybug could be Miley Cyrus. That's just me. The big dog.
No, the ladybug, she's too insecure. She seems to, unless Miley Cyrus, she could be acting.
Yeah, I'm just going by what I hear in the voice. And the dog, I think it's either Vanilla Ice, right? You know who he is.
Yeah.
Winkle, Van Winkle. I don't know his first name, but
Henry Winkler.
No. So Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
I think he could be the dog also, and then Martin Shore for sure.
Okay, but let's hang on. So Mark Wahlberg isn't I was going to say Jenna Elfman, but it's Jenny McCarthy.
Uh-huh.
She's married to one of the Wahlbergs. Is it Mark?
I have no clue.
She's married to
Donnie. She's married to Donnie.
Maybe it's Donnie.
Yep.
She's not hot enough for Mark, but anyway, just prejudice there. Anyway, I don't think that they would do that because I would think that would kind of get back to Jenny or something.
I don't know. I think that's who it is, so we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Cool.
But I like the concept of the show. I like the like Alan Thicke. I like the judges. He's like so serious. Like he's really into it.
Yeah, he is.
And some of the others are like, whatever. And then who's the guy?
The Asian guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
Ken Chung.
I don't know, but he's been in a few movies. He was in that.
He was in the
one in Vegas.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He seems like he's really into it too. He takes it pretty serious.
Funny. He's dumb funny, but yeah. All right.
Well, I'm digging it. No, that's it. I think that's a good place to wrap up the show.
I like it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So that's our show for today. Just a quick reminder that you can check out our latest podcast on all major podcast platforms. Also, be sure that you're following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and we'll post the videos and the links there. And links to everything underneath, right? Underneath this video.
Yeah. Well, in the details below, right?
There you go. Or somewhere. Something's underneath. If you keep digging a hole, you'll get to China. So, all right. Until next time, guys, keep it real.
All right. Take care. We'll see you.